Hi, this is Jason from Horrific Nightmares, and it's time for a positive spin. Today we're going to be talking about Valentine. Now, my history with this film is pretty normal, I guess. I didn't see this in the theaters, but I did rent it as soon as it came out because I was really excited to see it. And for me, it didn't disappoint. Now, this gets a 4.9 on IMDb, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. Now, granted, horror does not score high on IMDb, but if you really think about the score, less than 50%, it's just ridiculous to me. So let's put a positive spin on Valentine. Okay, in keeping with the slasher tropes, I love the name Valentine. Of course, it reminds you of My Bloody Valentine in a way, and all of the holiday slashers that came before it from the 80s. So that's a big, big positive for me that they kind of kept that going. And the actual slasher movie doesn't disappoint either because it has all of the tropes from the 80s slasher craze. And this was made in 2001, which I give them a lot of credit for. The Mask is a huge, huge positive for me. It's very unassuming, but when the killer is, of course, donning it, when they're, picking off people one by one, it is creepy. It comes off as really, really creepy. Now we have a great cast with David Boreanaz and Denise Richards. And let's see, who else is in this? Katherine Heigl, who is actually the first kill. It's eye candy. We don't have any gratuitous nudity, but you do have your eye candy, and there are a few jokes based on who's in the film. Like, they call David Boreanaz an angel, which I thought was funny, and I was just cracking up. This time watching it, for some reason I didn't catch it the first couple times I saw it. So, but now it's pretty funny. The location is a positive. The party, especially, is a positive because you have decorations everywhere and it really feels festive. And watching these girls or guys get picked off one by one is just awesome. Now, in the beginning of the film, of course, Katherine Heigl is in the college, is a medical, she's studying for her medical degree. And she's working on a corpse. And talk about the perfect place for a slasher movie to take place at. This uses everything it's given, and it's extremely effective. Now, the killer and the gore is very effective as well. You don't have too many cutaway shots, in my opinion. We also have, of course, the twist at the end, which I thought was very interesting. And then when you think it's over, there's another twist, which I absolutely love. It's a shame we never got a sequel to this film. I think that they could have really gone above and beyond with this being a franchise. Now, granted, you tend to lose a few things along the way, but for me, I want to see as much of the, trying to think of what they called the mask, but it's like the Cupid, the baby mask. I'd like to see as much of that as I could, and Happy Death Day took a nod from that. We also have The Hills Run Red, who took a nod from this. So it is effective. There's a movie called Dollface as well that took a nod from this. So having this kind of mask, I think, is very effective. And I think this movie tends to get lost in the shuffle, being an early 2000 slasher, because there was a lot. After Scream came out, you had movie after movie, and that was good for horror fans. Of course, most people didn't like a lot of them, but I do. I thought a lot of the slasher movies that came out post 1996 were a lot of fun. And this one tends to get lost in the shuffle, unfortunately. Even though it was mainstream, still gets lost. One last thing I wanted to say about this movie. Another positive is I went and watched all of the special features on this Scream Factory Blu-ray. And I've forgotten how effective the trailer is. I thought that that was so cool. Because I like movies that don't necessarily take images from the film that do their own thing, like Suspiria, like Magic. So I thought that the trailer, the actual movie trailer, was very effective. TV spots left a little to be desired, but I love the trailer. So check out Valentine. It is the month of love. Or don't. But don't forget to check out Joe's positive spin for Valentine. Remember, guys, physical media matters. And until next time, peace.